Hi everyone, welcome to a walkthrough of a coin flip game on Harmony. So as you can see, I've already got the contracts compiled and deployed. Uh, let's just check if we're running the Harmony testnet in the MetaMask. Yeah, as you can see, it's connected to the Harmony testnet. So let's do some contract interactions, which are ideally to be done through frontend. Uh, let's say a user wants to create a new game, right? So we'll call the new game functions. So let's just give this a game ID of 1. So the call will be the call that we want to place our bet on, which is heads or tails. 0 represent heads and 1 represent tails, so we'll just give it 0. And the bet amount, let's just bet 10 tokens right now. So if we try to transact right now, let me just show you what will happen. So as you can see, it'll give us an error, right? And it gives us error which is one amount exceeds balance, which means that we don't have enough balance. If we try to go through with the transactions, you will see that it'll fail. The transaction will fail. Uh, right. So this means that we don't have enough balance right now. So let's just copy the address and check through the balance of function. So it returns 0 tokens to us right now. So we'll call get bonus tokens function, which will give us some bonus tokens to play the game with. So if we call that function and confirm the transaction, here you can see the transaction has went through. So if we try to check our balance now, we can see that our balance is now 100 tokens. Let's try to create the new game now and let's see what happens. So as you can see, the transaction has went through, and if we check our balance now, we can see that it's reduced to 90. Uh, so let's just see what the game element looks like right now. The game struct that we have defined in our code. So let's just give it the game ID and let's just try to fetch the game. As you can see, this is the game struct, and this is the owner, and this is the bet amount, and this is the resolution, right? So the game struct looks something like this. This contains all the relevant details that we need for a game. uh, it is basically like a small game database. So so as you can see, the balance has been deducted, and we can see the game struct right here. If we try to switch our accounts and bet from another account, so let me just change my account, and yeah. So let's just try to do some exceptions. uh, let's quickly check our balance. So let's copy the address, paste it right here, check our balance, we get 0, right? So we'll have to mint some bonus tokens for us. um, if we call the get bonus token function, we can mint some new tokens for us. So as soon as the block is mined, our balance is now 100, right? So let's say that if we try to create another new game with the same game ID, let's see if that happens or not. So as you can see, it will return an error, game already exists, uh, and the block will not mine, the transaction will fail. uh, so we'll have to place a bet in an existing game, which is how it should be. So we'll give it the game ID of 1. We'll tell our call. Let's just do tails this time, so we'll have at least one winner. And let's keep our bet amount as 5. Uh, let's try to go through the transaction. Right. So our transaction has went through, and if we check the game element right now, you can see the updated game element. It's a little messy and hard to understand right now, but it basically represents all of this. Uh, so another, let's just try to place another bet and let's see what happens, right? So we've placed an exception for that case, but if we try to place another bet with the same, let's make a different call. Let's keep the amount same and the game ID same. So in the same game, we're trying to make another bet with a different call, and let's see what happens. So as you can see, we'll get an error saying bet already placed. So one account cannot place multiple bets in a single game. Uh, okay, if we try to settle our bets now, so let's call the reward bets function and let's pass in the game ID. Um, Confirm the transaction. And as soon as the block is mined, all the bets in the game are settled, and let's just check our updated balances now. Let's see. So for this account, the balance is now 105, which means that the account which bet on tails has won. uh, let's switch our account and see what happened with the other account. So switching the amount account and copying the address. uh, So as you can see, the balance is 90. The balance is reduced by 10, which was the initial bet amount, and the tokens are burnt by the contract basically. So that's a basic walkthrough of what this game aims to achieve, and and yeah, thanks for watching.